If you're thinking about buying in Hermanus, you need to know which suburb to live in. And today we are in Northcliff. Now, Northcliff's a little suburb, obviously just north of central Hermanus, tucked between the main road and the mountain. Once you've passed the mall, Mount Pleasant, Gateway Shopping Centre, you carry on up the main road, the R43, and Northcliff comes up on the left. Sorry, I'm just shooting into the sun here, so a little bit blurry. But the main road has a few guest houses, dentists, doctors, and we'll also come up to the police station, which is just before the main traffic circle. And there are also a couple of really nice apartment blocks on the left, coming up just over here. There's one called Oak Terrace, which is fabulous, and that's just here on the left. And then another one called Silver Oaks, not as nice. And then you have the mosque in Hermanus, and a little bit further up, just over here on the left, is the main police station in Hermanus, just over there. And that's when we come up to the main traffic circle, and we're going to take a left here. There's this building, this complex here on the left is the Overstrand Municipality. So here's the main traffic circle in Hermanus. We saw Kirk Street over there just when we did the Westcliff one. So we go into Hermanus here. The taxi ranks just on the right here. Oops. But let's turn left here up. And we'll go into Northcliff as such. The municipal buildings here on the left. And we also have quite a few offices and complexes on the right here. We also have the Hermanus Primary School just here on the right. There's the Hermanus Bowling Club just here on the left. And the high school's also just up at the top of the street on the right. And there's a cemetery up at the top. Let's go up there and take a look, and then we'll go into Northcliff from there. Some schools. Oops, yeah. So this on the right here is Hoy's Copy. And heading on straight. This road will take you up to the sports club. See the sports club ahead there, and there's the cemetery on the right. Just through there's trees, and then the top end of Northcliff, which has fantastic mountain views. So this road, if you carry on up this road, it goes all the way back around and comes back out down by Gateway Shopping Centre. But let's just take a left and go into Northcliff and have a look at some of the homes and houses that are available here. So from up here you get sort of distant sea views. You can see the ocean in the back there. But generally not much in terms of sea views from Northcliff. And cars coming, yes there are. And nice black house over there. It's pretty cool. Otherwise quite suburban in its ways. I'll tell you a little bit more about Northcliff in a minute. But let's just pull over somewhere and I can do that a little bit more. probably without sort of crashing into someone or something. The streets of Northcliff. Yeah, this looks like as good a place as any. Nice little open space here. And let's park under the trees. Northcliff has the highest percentage of permanent residents out of any of the suburbs in Hermanus. And it's quite suburban. The houses are sort of 60s, 70s, but a lot of them have been renovated into beautiful homes. It doesn't have too much in the way of restaurants or places to go, but you don't need it. Your location is so perfect, just a couple of minutes north of central Hermanus where all the action is. So you can just pull back into the suburbs and enjoy your space in Hermanus. The other great thing about its location is it's really close, as you saw, to the primary and the high school. So if you're a family and kids, they're just a short walk away. I suppose the only slightly negative about Northcliff is that if you're living in a seaside town, you want to live by the sea, and Northcliff isn't. But it's close enough, like I said. And I know there's another little thing I need to tell you. Some of the streets, or some of the streets up at the top, are obviously close to the mountain, and occasionally you might get a visiting baboon, but not nearly as much as Ferncliff and Fullcliff. But we'll chat about those when we get to them. The other thing about Northcliff is not many properties come onto the market all that much. Like I said, they're mostly homes. There are those few little apartment blocks, but because people live here and love it so much, you don't get a lot of stock on the market. So if you do see something in Northcliff, it's well worth checking out. Right, just carrying along our little drive through the streets of Northcliff, checking out some of the homes and getting a feel for the suburb. Nice little Facebook outfit over there, and generally quite, like I said, quite suburban and lacking of any major there's a little cottage over there. Some other nice ones is there. Just continuing our drive through the suburbs of Northcliff, and this brings us up onto Mountain Road again. Look at that mountain, actually beautiful. If you carry on up this road, you come back down to the main road and go to a shopping centre. Let's just go for another little spin through the suburbs. There's the main road ahead, and let's go down the next street. This actually takes us back onto the main road. And there are big boulders there in front of you. I'm just going to pause here. Okay, back on the main road. Let's go left here. This is a guest house, Traveller's Lodge. And nice leafy trees and suburbs. Actually, that's quite something I miss about Westcliff, is the trees. Being by the ocean, aren't as many trees down there, and obviously coming from Joburg, I do miss my trees, so it's nice to have a lot of trees around in the suburbs and in Northcliff. Even if they are palm trees, I suppose. We're back to where we were. So yeah, Northcliff's not very big, just a few blocks. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up our little tour of Northcliff. Remember, if you need any more information about Northcliff or any other suburb in Hermanus, feel free to reach out on my not-so-secret number 082-923-2395. I'm more than happy to help with any information. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next suburb and the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Cheers. I'm Howard Schenker, Agent 7200 here in Northcliff, Hermanus.